Hey everyone, welcome to my episode 1 of Reading with Mark Gunning. So I found a Canadian author that I'd like to share the first chapter of Annalyn, the Canadian Spy, Terrible Tissues, Book 1. I hope you enjoy. This is my first time doing this, so hopefully there'll be many more. I will make mistakes, I'll tell you that right now. So, folks, don't worry, kids. Everybody makes mistakes when they read. Some people will say I'm perfect. I'm not perfect, and I don't expect you to be perfect. So sit back, enjoy. Annalyn Meets the Tissue Box. This is chapter 1. Annalyn walked in the front door after a long day of school. It was Friday afternoon, and she was excited about having Saturday to sit around and do nothing. "Hello, everyone. I'm home," Annalyn called out. The response came quickly. It was a groan followed by a cough. Annalyn stopped in her tracks. Something was wrong. She had never heard such a terrible, disgusting noise before. On top of that, the groan made her think someone might be hurt. She peered around the corner, afraid what she might find. It was far worse than she had imagined. In the other room, spread out on the couches, were 3 people: her mom, her dad, and her sister. They each lay sprawled out like they had been run over by a herd of angry rhinos. Each one had tissues stuck in their noses. They were sick. Really sick. "Annalyn," her mom croaked. "Stand back. Don't come anywhere near us. We're sick. We don't want to get you sick too." Annalyn checked out each of her parents and her sister. She was sure she did not want what they had. It was disgusting. "Is there anything I can get for you?" Annalyn asked. She wanted to help, but at the same time, she kind of wanted to run away and hide. Her dad coughed and said, "Yes, we need tissues. The tissues are on the counter in the kitchen. Please, hack, cough, gluck, get us tissues." Annalyn rushed into the kitchen and found the box of tissues. There was only one box. She hoped it would be enough. Her family looked pretty sick, and she began to wonder if they might need a truckload of tissues. When she ran back into the room where her family lay sprawled out over the couches, she threw the box at her dad. She did not want to get close and thought it would be best to stay back. Her dad, however, wasn't looking when she threw the box, and it landed on his forehead. She was amazed that the box not only landed on his forehead, but it also stuck there. "Ow," said her dad. "Sorry, Dad," she replied. "That's okay, Annalyn," her dad said as he pulled the box off his head and started to hand tissues around to Celine and Annalyn's mom. Annalyn thought she would rather be somewhere else. She was very afraid that one of them might sneeze on her, and she would end up joining them in their hacking and coughing. As she turned to leave, she jumped in fear as the front door to their house smashed open. 2 large men and 2 large women rushed into the room. Their pants, shirts, gloves, and even their hats were all either red or blue. Their faces were covered with red and blue masks. The 4 intruders stopped in front of Annalyn, and the tallest man said, "Hello." "Hello," Annalyn replied. She did not know who these people were, but she was too surprised to say anything else. "No!" the man yelled, and the others shook their head. "I did not say hello. That is what you Canadians say. I said, 'Hello.' That is what we say." "Okay, hello," Annalyn replied. "Who are you?" "That is not important," the man replied. "We are here for the tissues." The 4 red and blue covered people ran into the living room. As soon as they entered, they all stopped and said, "Ew, gross. You people are really sick." "Cough," replied Celine. One of the women reached out, grabbed the box of tissues, and then 3 of the red and blue dressed people ran out of the house yelling, "Had it!" The last one of the women, stopped and pulled a jar out of a bag she was carrying. She gave it to Annalyn and said, "This is a gift for you from us, for we are the Eternagenistan." "What?" Annalyn asked. "We are the Eternagenistan," the woman replied. "Is that even a word?" Annalyn asked the woman. The woman paused, and Annalyn could see she was thinking. "I think it is. We say it all the time, so it must be a word." The woman then looked at Annalyn and said, "But it does not matter. This is our gift to you. We are the Eternagenistan, and we have given you a jar of pickled herring as a way to say thank you for letting us steal your last box of tissues." With that final word, the woman turned and ran out of the house. Annalyn stepped back into the living room where her parents were. They were still sick, but had no tissues. Celine was the first to speak, and she asked, "Why did those people come in and take our tissues?" "I have to cough." "Annalyn," her mom said, "please bring us some tissues. We need some tissues. We are so sick." Annalyn shook her head. She was about to tell her mom that she did not have any more tissues when there was a knock at the door. She opened the door to see a man standing there. He wore a red and white suit and had a patch over his one eye. Folks, that is the end of chapter 1. If you want to hear more, you'll have to check out, it's called Annalyn the Canadian Spy, Terrible Tissues. It's book 1. It's by author Sean P.B. Robinson. I will put that up in the credits. He gave me permission to read the story. I hope you enjoyed chapter 1, and I hope you spend the time to check it out because, folks, I love the Canadian humor that Sean P.B. Robinson added into his stories. If you watch or read it very carefully, you will see that it's filled with a lot of Canadian humor. And as a Canadian myself, we love that, eh? Until next time, I hope you enjoyed my author chat. And remember, this was my first time, and hopefully I'll get better. See you soon. And goodbye.